Hello and welcome to Tetris! I don't know what that intro was. This is the very much revered Tetris effect, and you know I love me some Tetris, and I can't believe I haven't thought to do Tetris on the weekly Waypoint before, but now that I've got my Game Pass in order, you better believe I clicked that download button with recording intent. I have had quite an interesting last 24/48 hours in terms of sleep and work and schedule, and if it's a weird one, that's why. You have been forewarned, do not come at me. I'm also not on my Tetris A game. There was a point in time in my life when I could just fully enter the zone. Anyone who's played Tetris knows what I mean. I do it a couple of times for a couple of seconds in this video where I'm just matching Tetraminos like nobody's business, matching up a storm over here, but nowadays, or at least especially tonight, I don't know, I was slightly less than perfect, but I don't think it matters really, does it? You've already seen the video title, you're not here for Tetris. Maybe you are here for Tetris, let me know. I've always wondered that. Do people come here for the games? I wouldn't be surprised if the games that I play affect whether they click on the video. It certainly affects me with other creators if they're playing a game. Even if it's not the main focus of a video, if they're playing a game I do not care about, I'm much less likely to click on it. But that's just a gamble you take with a series like this, and I like to have fun with it, so we're playing Tetris. So yeah, basically the thing with my sleep schedule, I won't get into the full details, but I had a shift from 5 AM to 12 PM today, and I am not a morning boy, and I slept from about 9 PM to midnight. If you're counting, that's 3 entire hours of sleep, and then I was awake from midnight until about 2 PM when I came home and decided to have a quick nap, which ended up lasting about 4 hours. Whoops. Hey, I guess I needed it, but we are about 4 hours out from the launch of WoW Shadowlands, which I'm never calling it again because that makes it sound like Raid Shadow Legends, same kind of cadence. World of Warcraft Shadowlands. There you go, that sounds more something. Normally an expansion drop, it feels like Christmas to me, and I definitely think that Shadowlands, from what I've seen, Shadowlands, there's a D in there, from what I've seen, that's going to be one of the better expansions, but I'm so kind of out of it that I don't know, there's a few reasons. I'm don't get me wrong, I'm extremely excited, but I'm not getting that kind of giddy Christmas Eve kind of a feeling that I normally do because A, my sleep schedule is all out of whack, and B, I've just been so happy with my Xbox over the last couple of weeks. I haven't actually had much time to be excited about, or not time, but I haven't made much brain space, if that makes sense, to be excited for World of Warcraft, to think about it a lot. Oh, and see, one of the main things I was excited about with this expansion already happened a couple of months ago with a pre-patch dropping and the leveling experience being revamped, which I've had a lot of fun with already and will continue to have lots of fun with in the future. But seriously though, the world of the Shadowlands, I'm so fucking excited to explore it though, because it's, for those of you who aren't aware, it's the most fresh lore they've ever done for an expansion. Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, that all kind of built upon stuff that happened in Warcraft. Cataclysm, again, it was kind of fresh, I guess, but Neltharion was definitely an established character already. Oh, sorry, Deathwing. Don't know why I'm using his Earthwarder name. Don't think he really deserves that these days. Mists of Pandaria was probably the only other expansion like this, where they just take a hard right turn and they're like, you know what? We want to do something different. Except this time it's not pandas, so I'm way more about it. Listen, Mists of Pandaria was a great expansion and pandas have their place. Me personally, we don't need to get into it. I've made my peace with it. I have a Pandaren character now. She is called Xiaolei. She is a monk. She is blue because that was one of the new customization options that came out a few months ago, and she is cute and fun. And we don't need to hate on pandas anymore because I remembered that there are female pandas and their models don't make armor look so weird, because when you're a male panda, everything you wear becomes flab, even if it's metal plate. Anyway, that was a brief aside. I did warn you, it's gonna get a bit asidey. But dude, the way that they're exploring the afterlife with Shadowlands, I'm so excited for every single zone. I can't think of the last time I don't think there was a last time, but I was excited about every single zone. Usually there's one or two, but I'm like, oh, Gorgrond is just kind of a jungle, isn't it? And like, oh, most of BFA is just terrestrial looking boring stuff for the Alliance. And what was the other one? Oh, Legion. Yeah, Legion has some really cool looking zones, but Azuna, it looks a bit boring. There's always one zone. Not here. I want to see Bastion. I want to see Ardenweald. I want to see Revendreth. And I want to see Maldraxxus. That is the order in which I remembered their name. I want to have one main alt for each Covenant. And by Jove, don't know what Jove has got to do with this. By Jorn and Jode, if we are to be a Khajiit. I've got them. Yeah, again, it's getting a bit weird. I'm sorry. I woke up and it was dark, and I was like, oh, it was only supposed to be like an hour-long nap, and it's dark outside. And luckily, obviously, I checked my phone, but and I realised that it was only like 6. But like for a second there, I was like, is it midnight? Uh-oh. So it's still kind of... Naps just disorient me in general. I don't know if that's normal, but I'm always super out of it when I wake up from a nap. I briefly considered doing the weekly waypoint before having my nap so that you could witness like me running on fumes, but no, I was so tired that not even that idea would have kept me awake. I basically just came in, had food, threw everything on my bed and collapsed. So in previous years, when a World of Warcraft expansion has dropped, well, actually I've done something different in every year. I made a video of the Warlords of Draenor launch. That's still on this channel. It's one of the most popular videos. If you go to the homepage and scroll down, it's up there. That's a really fun time to go back and revisit, because that was my first expansion launch, and despite everything that came with it, that expansion, I had a genuinely great time because I was still fairly new to the game. I don't think I did anything for the Legion launch, but I streamed the BFA launch, and I think that was a mistake. I'm not going to do that again. When you stream a game, whether you want to or not, you approach it in a certain kind of a way. And I couldn't become like fully immersed in the story and the world like I normally do, because I was busy live streaming, and that VOD is available somewhere and you can probably go view it and see that I wasn't like, whoa, this is really cool, whoa, look at... I mean, part of that is just I found the zones kind of boring, but the other part of that is I was streaming it, so this time I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to be recording clips, and there will be a Kritigri's Adventures in Shadowlands Volume 3, where... because obviously I did it by the file version instead of where we actually are in a game, which, now that I think about it, oh well, too late. Basically what I'm saying in a really long-winded and annoying way is that I'll be making a video about my first experiences in Shadowlands, just playing through it, recording stuff that catches my eye or makes me have a reaction. I can't bloody wait, but I'm gonna have to because it's still 4 hours away. I should probably resub after I'm done rendering this and log in, just so that I'm there in case queues appear, because that would make me sad. But then it's launching at 11 PM UK time on a Monday evening, so I don't think that we should be having too many difficulties with that. Then again, it is World of Warcraft, and if there's one game that's going to make people down tools in their real lives, that's the one. Anyway, quick update on my Xbox, because I've milked this WoW Shadowlands. Oh, I said it again, subject for all that it's worth. I've been playing more Assassin's Creed Valhalla, as well as a select few other games I tested out, and I won't talk too much about Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I got to a part which I literally cannot talk about without spoiling something kind of major. All I will say is when Valdis asks you to build her hut, get on that shit, because what she offers in return is incredible. But yeah, man, I've been experiencing loads of games, just dipping in and out of loads of various ones. For instance, Forza Motorsport 7, which I think I prefer Horizon 4 more. I do think it's fun, but you know, I played a lot of Gran Turismo, and it's just kind of that again, which I knew it would be, to be fair, but it's also like 70 gigabytes, so I'm thinking one Forza game at a time. Tried out a couple of Battlefield games, uninstalled a couple of Battlefield games. The multiplayer was dead and the campaigns have aged, okay? Played Destiny 2 Beyond Light a little bit, streamed that, that's available if you want to go see that. Complained about it being 30 frames a second, forgot it was an Xbox One game, whoops, bad, sorry me. Sorry me? Said that in the wrong way. Bad me. Sorry everyone. Reese was like, oh yeah, they haven't done the next gen version of it yet, have they? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. XS optimized games do have something in the bottom right hand corner of a thumbnail, but it's nothing as obvious as like the Xbox 360 or original Xbox banners and the icons of games, so I frequently forget that I'm playing backwards compatible games when I'm playing Xbox One titles. And I'm like, what the hell, this performs kind of iffy, and then it's like, oh, well yeah, because it hasn't been optimized, Christian. Although the console does do some stuff without the developers having to optimize it itself. It should still run a little bit better, but oh well. I also downloaded Peggle. You might be watching Peggle in next week's oh my god, in next week's weekly Waypoint, because I've got this fun theme going right now of just really casual games you can play on Game Pass. And to be fair, Tetris Effect is flashier and more recent and modern, and people are actually playing it, and it's technically an Xbox Series XS launch title, although you are seeing the PC version right now, which runs beautifully, may I add? Which, you know, you might expect it to, but that's a lot of particle effects going on at once. I don't know how well optimized games like this are. But yeah, I'm definitely playing a lot of real, I say real games, sorry, casual games are real games too. Don't let that fucking stop you. Listen, if you enjoy casual games, fucking go you. I love casual games. They're so much fun to like earn achievements in and stuff like that. I'm realizing that's one of my favorite things to do, is to just dive into a casual game and try and 100% complete it. Although Peggle has some pretty meh achievements. I might jump ahead to Peggle 2 when I'm done with the quote-unquote story. Oh, and I discovered Xbox Live Rewards and basically got Trackmania Turbo, if that's the name of that one, I don't remember. But the Xbox Trackmania game for £1.24, so that was pretty fucking cool. Right, I'm gonna go log into World of Warcraft now and sit down somewhere in Icecrown. Ta-ra!